Hey guys, welcome back. Drip and Farm for Profit. I'm your host, Drip Coach, dropping knowledge bombs on all drip ecosystem related projects. In today's video, we got an update from the one I just released. For me, would have been just under 12 hours ago, but I have some new information from the community that I have to share with you guys. I can't verify or validate it, but we're going to listen to the information. So shouts out to, I think, Crypto Knight sent me a message, Emmett sent me a message, Emmett's also here stating that, and then there's some Telegram posts from Driptopian as well as Ladies of Faucet. So we'll go there first. So if you haven't watched this video, basically I said that there's $2 million available, and I got that from the Wiki. So on both the wikis, the drip.community.wiki, it says the Drip Garden 5% deposit fee and withdrawal fee, and it has the dev fee and marketing fee. So that document, as well as the Animal Farm Wiki, right? So the big thing for me is don't shoot the messenger. And some people, they're not upset, I guess, but they want the information to be shared because Forex apparently has mentioned this. Now, here's my big discrepancy with that. We tell people to do their own research, then we scrutinize the research that they do, and we only want them to look in one direction, like a magician with misdirection. Only look over here. It's like, we can't do that. You have to let your yes be yes and your no be no. And one of the first places we tell people, or what I learned in the space, is the white paper and the wiki, right? So if this is incorrect, then that's not my fault. All I can do is report the news. Now I'm going to show you guys the messages, and we're going to listen to what Forex said. And then of course we can make our determinations from that, right? So this was forwarded from Forex Shark calls, or not the calls, I'm sorry, forwarded to me privately. And I guess it came, I don't know when it was sent, but it's a message somewhere else. It basically says, even Drip Garden, which is the only thing we collected FE on relative to Drip, I gave to BB. So currently I make nothing from Drip, and I don't care about that, but we need a marketing budget. And then Ants Girl said that this was addressed on multiple AMAs. Now, I don't actually remember this. I just listened to this and heard it. But for someone like myself who listens to a lot of content, and I like to think I keep a decent pulse on the space, if I can't keep track of all this, how in the world are other community members supposed to listen to every AMA, keep track of all the information he says, and every Telegram post and every Twitter post, and then cross-reference that with the wiki and get the most up-to-date information? Like, that's ridiculous to expect people to be able to have that. But we're going to listen to this anyway because this was a recent AMA, but I completely missed this, I guess. But there's also some interpretation you have to do with that, so we're going to dissect that as well. And then Forex actually mentioned in a previous AMA, this is from Driptopian, said he passed it on to BB, was a few weeks ago. It was with Ray, I think, where he talks about making his own money through trading. So that's this AMA right here, and shouts out to Ants Girl for timestamping that. So luckily I didn't have to go through that. So that is a huge shout out to you for taking that effort. But let's take a listen here real quick.
Anyways, I'm just saying that to say that I make my living from trading. As people know, I put no dev fee on Drip. The dev fee that was associated with Drip Garden, I gave to BB, my former partner, so I don't collect any on that. Animal Farm
Shout out
has
to BB,
a very small dev fee, and I don't do anything with it. It just sits in the account. I haven't touched it. So I make my money through trading, and basically trading only. So of course I don't want to create competition for myself by...
All right, so there you have it. He said that he did give it to BB. Now, I don't know how to verify that. I just take him at his word. That's fine. But again, if that's the case, that should be updated in the wiki. Like the wiki should now state that there is, I don't know how you'd even phrase this, but like, because this is locked in the contract, right? So this is always going to come out. And if this now goes to someone else who's no longer working on drip projects or drip ecosystem related projects, then this needs to be updated. Because again, if somebody buys an LP and splits it, or deposit withdrawal, and then they see that like I did and go on the blockchain, they're gonna be like, hey, what's this wallet? Where does it go? That's interesting. It's just been sitting there for almost a year, $2 million. That's strange. So the questions are still not answered. There's the point that I've been getting at in all these videos is we need to have transparency, and you cannot expect every single person in the community to go through every single AMA and every single Telegram post. So it's great that we have this Telegram post from him right here. But if we're going to take that at face value and take what he said at face value without any interpretation, then you can't cherry pick which bits of information you want to, I guess, put the lens on and listen to with Forex, because there's tons of stuff that you've said that has not been as transparent, for lack of a better word. I'm going to bring this up because I saw it circulating in the Telegram and on Twitter. So this is Forex Shark calls, April 13th, 2022, a little more than a year ago. So if we have to go through notes to get the most up-to-date information, or get information period, and then we get to pick and choose which information we're going to validate, then that means this should have the same level of scrutiny. So literally over a year ago, the drip UI is built. We have a major third-party raise prepared for the DAO, and the NFT scratch ticket protocol is right around the corner, and I could not be more excited for that. We have just begun. So that was a year ago. How do I interpret this if I'm supposed to interpret things, right? So I would interpret that as it's done, not that a year later we're still waiting. But yet you want me to instead interpret this, that means the dev fee belongs to BB. I don't have any other information than what's out there. Same with the rest of the community. So I'm supposed to interpret this and what he said in this AMA, which is fine. It's fine. It's words. I can interpret that. But you can't tell me to interpret them your way, because it's black and white. So each person will have their own perception. And I saw some comments on my video that some people speculate that Forex gave away $2 million. Nobody has a way to validate that. I'm going to believe him. That's fine, because I support the project and I don't believe he's doing anything malicious. I'm 100% down with Forex and what he's doing. So to throw that FUD out the window, I believe he's actually doing what he said he would do, and that he did indeed give it away to BB. Problem is, I can't verify that, and neither can anybody else in the community. So I just have to trust and believe him, and I do trust and believe him. But we still have this not being updated. So the whole point of the video, and people always like to pick apart my videos and miss the entire context. The problem we have within the community is a lack of transparency, a lack of integrity in regards to letting your yes be yes and your no being no, and updating people on what the hell is going on. When they don't know what's going on, it's very easy to forget one AMA, or according to that post, several AMAs. I don't remember this at all, and I do a lot of digging in this stuff, but that this was covered. So there's no way for me to keep track of all that, and I don't expect the rest of the community to keep track of all that. So the transparency we need is, he's got a team, like 3 or 4 different dev teams, and a project manager or something or whatever. I don't even know, but there's like lots of people working, but yet this simple stuff is not addressed. It doesn't make any sense to me. And that's my big issue. There's no transparency for the community to know what's going on. We have to wait, and then you have to tune into a 2-hour AMA, or you get a Telegram post that you have to determine what it means. Because again, if we take it at face value, then it would mean one thing, and apparently you're not allowed to interpret it that way. So the community is like bifurcated, because some people only want to take this a certain way and not call it objectionably truth and factual. They want to instead filter it through a different lens. But you can't do that, because people on the outside in that come in and read this stuff are going to only have the data that they've been given. And I guarantee they haven't gone through every single Telegram post, every single tweet, and every single AMA to have that lens to filter everything. So that's my biggest issue. Transparency, transparency, transparency. That's what's missing, and that's what caused this problem, and it's still not updated. But I stand behind what I said, because if this gets updated because of the video I made, then that means I'm doing exactly what I'm supposed to do as a content creator. That means I am calling an objectional truth, calling a spade, and being honest, and not spinning anything. And then the powers that be maybe tune into my video and get these things addressed so that everybody can have the right information. So no apologies on my side, because I didn't do anything wrong. In my opinion, I reported the weather exactly as it was. And if this gets fixed, then I'm actually going to pat myself on the back and break my arm in the process, because that's exactly what we need to get things addressed and fixed in the ecosystem, is apparently content creators putting stuff out there that have questions. You can't say do your own research, but only do it in the way that I want you to. No, we should be able to ask questions and get those questions addressed. And that's what I think I am doing. So if you found that valuable, you guys know the drill. Smash that HBO special brother out, like, subscribe, comment down below, and until next time, lift daily. Want to pay your in real life bills with crypto? How about send crypto directly to anyone with a bank account? Spritz Finance is a decentralized solution to be your own bank and connect your crypto earnings to real world bills and payments. They do not take custody of your assets and allow support on multiple blockchains and Web3 wallets. Sign up below using my referral link and you will get $50 back when you make your first $50 bill payment with crypto. Additionally, I will be using referral bonuses to airdrop, donate, or burn based on community feedback. Sign up now